I'm Kyle Harnish, I'm the builder, and this is Beth Bourque, the designer of this beautiful custom home we built here in Milton.
So we met the clients again about 3 or 4 years ago now, and they were looking for a design team that could go a little bit beyond the decorating process. So our office engaged them on a retainer basis where we were able to not only design the interior finishes and the decorating, our office was able to coordinate the construction process with Kyle and Kyle's team. We were here every step of the way, not only through selections, but also with the ability to coordinate with the subcontractors, the electrician, the tile installers, all of the team members that made this project a success.
Yeah, I think one thing that's came out to me, which was unique about this specific project, was Beth came to me. They had already had a previous builder, and basically it was a project takeover, and something that I typically do not do as a builder. However, I was able to meet the clients. They were so lovely, and I could understand their frustration with the previous builder. They essentially tore the existing house on this property down and just had a foundation in place. But they hired a large construction firm that I think fell short of some of their expectations. And Beth was kind enough to introduce me to these clients and, bring me in on the project and see if it's something that I could help them achieve their goal and take the project over. And I'm very fortunate and glad that I did, because the end result is something spectacular, and the clients were fantastic to work with and trusted us and trusted our process. And with Beth's vision from the beginning, we were able to execute some of these spectacular finishes you find in this house. To date, this is my favorite house that I've ever built. And I'm sure Beth will agree in terms of the decoration. I want to say it took us about 1.5 years, I think, from beginning to end to execute this project. We're still here today. We just built a pool house on the property. There's still some fine tuning details, and we love doing that for clients. We come back and make sure that everything's done for them, and we like to treat our clients as if their houses are one of our own. And we foster these great relationships throughout these builds, and I think Beth and myself can attest to the owners of this specific project, how we've fostered a great relationship with them, and are even back here today, 1.5 years, 2 years after we built this house and finished it, still welcomed in their living room and sitting here talking to you, which is a great feeling. And seeing the house is still as pristine as pretty much as we left it.
Right, and I think one of the design challenges that we had with our office was elevating the interiors to the level in which it deserved, but at the same time focusing in on family-friendly environment. This family that lives here at the time had 3 small children. They've since grown. We saw one today. And through that process, we wanted to make sure that the finishes we were selecting, although elegant, were able to be maintained over time. So not only were we very upfront about the finish process and how the performance of these materials would last over time, but it was really important to us to make sure that we left these clients with a maintenance guide of how to take care of this home moving forward. This is a very large home, and the finishes need to obviously be treated as such to be able to have the longevity that they're looking for with the small children. And I think Kyle and I were able to achieve that really nicely through the stone floors and all of the trim work and whatnot, and the carpet materials, all of the tile. Everything is very easily maintained over time, which I think was a bonus that resulted from a design challenge.
And another challenge we had was we got them in just before the pandemic. Just before COVID hit. I think they moved in February.
It was
February,
end of January, early February.
And then March, everything shut down. So, I can think of worse places to have to quarantine than this beautiful, spectacular house. So they were able to enjoy it, spend a ton of time in it over the last couple of years. And like I said, we're back here today, and because of Beth's design aspect of the family-friendly and longevity, and then our execution on the finish, it still looks brand new, and I couldn't be happier with how it looks today, and I'm so happy for this family to grow in this space. They did tell us from the very beginning this is their dream home. This is somewhere they're going to grow with their children, and we take that to heart. I know my office does and Beth's office does, and we remain friends to this day. And we're so happy for them and so glad to see that such a great family, gets to enjoy such a beautiful space. And they're doing a great job at it. And like I said, I couldn't be more thrilled. Certainly one of my favorites, if not my favorite build.